5 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Have you ever heard somebody say mindfulness, the word mindfulness? I always thought it meant like mind your manners, that kind of thing, right? Just be kind to people, be respectful of people. It's sort of part of it, right? There's more to it than that. Dr. Deborah Norris is on the phone. I've got the picture on our streaming video right now. It'll be on the recorded video later. I've got a picture of the cover of the book. It's called In the Flow, Bridging the Science and Practice of Mindfulness. Dr. Norris is a neurobehavioral scientist. She's the founder of the Mindfulness Center. She's an editor and chief of MindBodyJournal.com. She teaches and conducts research at the Veterans Affairs Medical Center and the Children's National Medical Center in Washington, D.C. Obviously, a lady with her plate full. Now she's going to put one more thing on it and teach us about mindfulness. The book, again, tells us everything, but the interview will get us started. It's called In the Flow. Good morning, Dr. Norris.
Good morning, Larry. Thank you.
Where are you right now?
I'm in Washington, D.C.
We talked to a guy this morning who's an expert on the origins of words, and so I have to ask you about mindfulness. And somebody who's been speaking English for 62 years, when I heard the word mindfulness, it didn't sound like a foreign word, and so I thought I knew what it meant, but I did not, did I?
Well, mindfulness is all the rage these days. It's showing up on the cover of Time magazine and everything. And a lot of people are asking that same question. What exactly is mindfulness or mindfulness meditation?
Yeah.
And we do associate the concept of mindfulness with meditation. Meditation is a practice. Just like going to the gym and working out with weights is a practice. Meditation is something you do it seated. Many people close their eyes, and it's a practice. It's a practice of working with your mind to regulate what it does so that you can have a sense of control over the feelings and emotions that it regulates.
And so
mindfulness meditation is a type of practice. Excuse me.
So what do I do differently? I'm not that I know anything about meditation, by the way, but what would a person who did know about meditation do differently than they normally do?
Well, you take time out of your day to do this practice, just like when you go to the gym, and you spend some time reflecting in quietude. And in particular, what they're finding really works, at least in healthcare, because we're discovering all kinds of health benefits from this practice, is to reflect on the physical sensations in your body, in particular, breathing. It sounds so simple and easy, and I say to people, if you want to create ease in your life, what better to practice than something as easy as breathing and meditating? And mindfulness, to get back to your original question, is the state that we cultivate. Just like working out at the gym makes you strong, practicing meditation makes you mindful, and you become more mindful. A very nice state to be in.
So it's all about inward awareness and not external awareness, like mind your manners, which is what I thought it meant, is external. You're trying to make sure that you interact with other people in a respectful way. Is that not the same in this case? It's all internal?
That's right. We've sort of changed the perspective on this mindfulness. I've even thought of it as mindlessness, because we take all that busyness out of the mind and just focus on the simplest thing you can focus on. And there's all different kinds of meditation. Mindfulness meditation is one type. But what differs in them is what we focus on. They all share in common the use of a single point of focus to slow down the busyness in the mind, and begin to just focus on something as simple as breathing in and breathing out. And obviously a lot of people say, well, that's boring or challenging, and it's that cross-training, if you want to call it that, of doing something as simple as watching yourself breathe in and breathe out, that's having these powerful changes that the scientists are discovering, that it changes our biochemistry, changes the structure of our brain. Some scientists have even shown genetic changes as a result of doing this very simple practice.
Wow. When a music student gets a new piece of music, it doesn't sound that good. I mean, it takes a while, and then little by little it starts to come together. And at some point, the student thinks, "Oh, I'm starting to get it." And then at some point, everybody else says, "Oh, you've got it." Right?
Yes.
So does the same thing happen?
Beautiful.
Does the same thing happen here? I mean, do we start it like a kindergartner, and eventually we feel like it's clicked and we're doing it?
Exactly. That's a beautiful analogy. At first, it feels a bit clumsy to us. And like I said, people might say, well, this is boring, or I can't do it. And just keep at it. That's even being sensitive to that sense of frustration at doing something as simple as watching yourself breathe opens up new opportunities in the practice, and keep at it. And then, yes, all the time I'm hearing my clients say, my wife or my kids can't believe how I've changed. They're like, what's up with Dad? He's
Really?
so calm these days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Wow. I found your book on Amazon, and you're getting some really good reviews. So people are getting your message. I feel like I'd be a real kindergartner at this. I think I'd have to have a mentor or something, or somebody to go to. What would you recommend for somebody like me I've never done meditation at all, unless you consider, reading the back of the cereal box meditation. I feel it's very relaxing when I do that.
But you notice how relaxing it is. That's the important part. That's the mindfulness part, is noticing that sensation of relaxing. And that's what I'm hearing. That's what the purpose of the book is, to get people started. And I hear so many times that people feel like they are getting it, that they feel the relaxation from reading the book. They understand what the practice is. And the book is not that you have to go back to the book again and again, but it gets you started, and then you understand what you're doing, so you can do it on your own.
So you did point out that once your clients do this, that their spouses and their children notice their demeanor has changed for the better. Does this also flow into the nutrition content and the way people eat?
Oh, yes. Yes, I have a girlfriend who's a big researcher in the World Health Organization, and she said, let's do a really big clinical trial on mindfulness, and we'll eliminate all of the other outcomes. If somebody changes their exercise routine or their diet, we'll kick them out. I said, oh, you can't do it, because that's one of the outcomes that science has shown, that when people start meditating, they start eating better, they start getting more exercise, it improves their relationships, all kinds of things improve as a result of this practice, yes.
What would you suggest to avoid having my meditation sabotaged? Should I turn off my phone? Should I stop thinking about women? What should I do?
Well, and isn't that the way of life? There's always something out there sabotaging us. So initially, as I describe in the book, I describe in great detail how to set up a space and how to use that space as your sanctuary where you go and meditate. And then eventually we want to be able to take this out of that sanctuary, out of that space, and be able to do it anywhere. To deal with the things that life throws at us, when we get sideswiped by distractions and so forth, we want to be able to do the practice then. And as I mentioned about going to the gym, you become strong. You're not just strong at the gym. You're strong everywhere you go all day. And that mindfulness sticks with you throughout your day.
And this really helps decrease your anxiety levels. And now sometimes the anxiety levels are very high in children because their parents are tugging them to dance lessons, to sports, all of this stuff, and they're not allowing the children to be children. Should children be practicing this as well?
Oh, yes, and children take to it so easily. And when I teach at schools, they're like, oh, can we do this every day? They love this opportunity to just relax and let go of all the tensions that we adults are putting in their lives. And, we're all dealing with so much stress and anxiousness these days. But yes, we absolutely need to teach it to our children.
And should we do this by ourselves, or should we find other people that enjoy doing this and do it as a group?
Well, that's a great question, because some people really like to do it in a group, and they feel this group energy, if you will, that makes it so much easier. So they go to classes or they get together even without a leader, and they just do it together. And other people really like to do it alone, and it's really a personal choice. I mentioned that in my book as well. Find what works for you. It's a journey of self-exploration. So for me to answer all the questions and tell you what to do takes away from that opportunity to find what's working best for you. And it's so easy that anybody can do it right now. You can just close your eyes and feel yourself breathing in and out. Feel it moves your chest and shoulders and back. And just begin to become aware of that sensation of ease that you can so quickly create in yourself when you give yourself a moment of time to allow it to happen.
I would have to close my eyes if I was in a group.
Yes, I will. From personal observation, I'll tell you that it seems that women prefer the group and men prefer to do it alone. Same thing as in a class at the gym. You go to an aerobics class.
They make clothing just for yoga, and those pants that they make for yoga, I don't know.
They don't work for you.
It's just I would have a hard time drifting into Neverland, I think.
Distractions.
I'm always interested in this topic. How did this happen for you? Were you? Give me the story of how you became involved in this science.
In the science of mindfulness, the practice, the science of mindfulness, I have always, since high school, been interested in how the brain affects our behavior and how behavior affects the brain itself. So that's what I set off to study in college and then in graduate school.
Is it human? Is it human specific, or do other animals have behavior affecting their brain and vice versa?
Oh, it's a thing common to all creatures, that how we behave affects our physiology, and the physiology can affect or limit our behavior. So they're all intertwined. So this mind-body connection is a reality, and science is discovering so much now about how this works. But do you know that sitting and meditating with your eyes closed, you can boost your serotonin levels, you can raise your endorphin levels, lower your adrenaline levels. The whole biochemistry of the body is found to rebalance when we do this practice. And we take all these medications to have these specific effects. And lo and behold, research is showing us we get these effects from meditating, which probably accounts for why we see the clinical benefits. People who are depressed find their mood improving. People who are anxious find that they're calmer.
So it's measurable. It can actually be measured somehow.
It has been measured all over the place, yes.
Wow.
They've measured every different stress hormone and biochemical of the brain.
Sometimes people have dogs or cats as pets, and then they'll be, with that animal, and they start to feel better about themselves. So, but instead of watching television with your dog or your cat, should you just find someplace quiet, and will the animal help you relax, and you can experience meditation that way?
I think so, and your animal will enjoy that time with you also. That I've seen that pets seem to be drawn to people when they're meditating because they sense the calmness, and it calms them too, and children as well. So yes, definitely meditate with your pet. They'll love it.
The book is called In the Flow, Bridging the Science and Practice of Mindfulness. Dr. Deborah Norris is our guest and the author of the book. We need to take a little break, and we'll be right back to find out more. If you're looking at the streaming video that we're doing right now, that picture you're seeing is the cover of the book. I found it on Amazon, which I'm sure you can buy it from there as well. And we'll find out if there are any other websites we should know about before we're done. And we'll continue this conversation with Dr. Norris on the other side of the break. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Hi, my name is Erica Olstein. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. Do you have a gout-ridden toe or bowels that move too slow, creaky knees, or how about an asthmatic wheeze? Then acupuncture is sure to please. Come visit me, your primary care physician, Erica Olstein, at A Better You Healthcare. Call me at 352-615-5566. That's 352-615-5566.
Robin, how do you like my design?
You're designing a box?
That's not a box. It's a doghouse.
Rough draft for your rough? Sounds like you need personal service.
I do?
Yes, to print the blueprints. See Mark at the Personal Service Center. He can print blueprints, notarize permit applications, print and mail out invoices, and even provide great-looking business cards.
Personal Service Center. That's the one on the corner of Northeast 25th Avenue and 24th Street, right?
Just look for the yellow signs. Your pedigree palace will be a reality in no time.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Another tip for wannabe moms: avoid eating large predatory fish like tuna, swordfish, mackerel, and shark if you're into that. What if you're telling a new special friend intimate details about your life? You're taking an emotional risk with somebody who isn't your spouse. We spend more time on the toilet each week than exercising. Thanks for studying this.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
All right, 22 minutes after 11 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I was just looking at the notes regarding the book In the Flow. Dr. Deborah Norris is on the phone. Doctor, one of the things that I think I wanted to make sure the listeners learned about is that this practice can actually help with pain, physical pain. How does that work?
Yes, that's some very exciting research that's come out, and it is one of the key areas that the National Institute of Health has been interested in exploring, is the effects of meditation and other mindfulness practices on people who suffer from chronic pain. I've done some research on that myself at the VA hospital and also Children's Hospital, and what we found was that people who've been suffering chronic pain, some of them, all of them over 6 months, some of them over 6 years, and been being treated at the hospital, when they practiced mindfulness meditation for 8 weeks, they had significant improvements, if not complete relief, from their chronic pain.
Really? And did the pain go away like it was masked, or did the cause of the pain actually go away? Like, did the inflammation subside? What happened?
The inflammation subsides and some healing mechanisms occur, and people are able to be relieved from their pain in a number of ways. You know, the body has a way of blocking out pain, and that's an adaptive thing. But pain itself is adaptive. You know, if we couldn't, why are we so gifted to have the pleasure of being able to experience pain? Why couldn't we be pain-free all the time? We wouldn't notice if we were injuring ourselves. We wouldn't notice if we were being hurt or cut or something. And it helps us to get out of the way of things that are causing us pain. Yet sometimes it would not be good to be distracted by pain. And if you're in the heat of a battle and you receive a wound, it's not the time to go, oh wait, that hurts so bad, I can't think or focus because I'm in pain. It's better to stay focused on the battle. Wow. And then deal with the pain later. So the brain actually has mechanisms for blocking. There's actual phenomenon that occurs in the thalamus of the brain that blocks our consciousness from sensing pain when we're in the heat of the battle. And it's when we have time to relax, when we feel safe, that literal structures in the brain change, the way the brain's processing information changes, and lets that information about the pain into our consciousness. And you'll often hear of somebody being injured and running home and then not realizing they're injured till they get home. Yes, sorry.
If a person practices this, can this delay the onset of dementia?
We have seen that it does improve situations for people with Alzheimer's if they start to practice early enough and other forms of dementia. There's early data about that. We need more research in that field.
And when parents will do this with their children, should this be done maybe twice a week, 3 times a week?
Again, I encourage people to find the practice that's working for them, that's making a difference in their lives. Clearly, the more you practice, the better. Some people find that just doing it a couple times a week help. Others like a daily practice of just 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, gosh.
I encourage you to...
Can you talk a little bit about emotional pain? Is it possible to, let's say you were in battle and you had PTSD, or maybe you were sexually abused or something like that, and you're trying to, get rid of a bad memory or something like that? Is that possible or even advisable?
Exactly. See, then you have not found a place where you feel safe. And so these mechanisms in the brain haven't changed. And that's why we're not healing the body. So we need to find a place where we can feel safe, and that we look for that place within. We close our eyes and we look for it inside.
Sometimes people will revert back to the 1960s and say that you have to sit there cross-legged and do that Om thing with the word. That's truly a misconception, isn't it? I mean, you can meditate sitting in a chair, right?
Absolutely, you can meditate sitting in a chair, laying down. I think that's another misnomer about the concept of mindfulness and meditation. It's not about sitting in pain and ignoring pain. It's about recognizing when there's discomfort, opening the mind, and allowing those discomforts to come into our consciousness so that the brain can heal the body. That's its job.
The book is called In the Flow. It's written by Deborah Norris. I found it on Amazon. It looks like you're getting really good ratings, and congratulations for that. So that's one place you can get it. Do you have a website of your own, Doctor?
Yes, naturallynorris.com.
Natural what?
naturallynorris.com.
Oh, okay.
And you can also find me at the mindfulnesscenter.org. That's a nonprofit wellness center located just outside of Washington, D.C.
If a person is experiencing something that is very personal to them and they don't want to share it, can they send you an email and have you address that situation?
It'd be best to communicate with us at the Mindfulness Center. We have a whole team of people who are skilled at dealing with those kinds of situations, and you can find me there as well. So that's the mindfulnesscenter.org.
Oh, excellent.
I'm happy to email us then.
Doctor, thank you for being on the air with us today, and good luck with everything. I know the phones are ringing off the hook, so I'm sure they're asking us about the book. Get the book on Amazon. Usually people are asking for the book we have. When it arrives, I'll make sure I offer it. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you for being on the show with us.
Thank you so much, Larry and Robin. Great to be with you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Erica Olstein. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. Do you have a gout-ridden toe or bowels that move too slow, creaky knees, or how about an asthmatic wheeze? Then acupuncture is sure to please. Come visit me, your primary care physician, Erica Olstein at A Better You Healthcare. Call me at 352-615-5566. That's 352-615-5566.
It's that time again. FAFO's Ocala Arts Festival, one of the most beloved events of the community, is coming the 28th and 29th from 10 till 5 in downtown Ocala. 180 artists from around the country, free admission, free children's art projects, free live entertainment on 2 different stages, and free parking, plus a food truck rally at Citizen Circle and food vendors throughout the event. Come one, come all. Ocala's Arts Festival voted 32nd out of 200 of the best festivals in the USA.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. In the Bo Bergdahl sentencing hearing, the court in recess till Wednesday, and in fact, comments by the commander-in-chief now playing a role. The Army sergeant
pled guilty last week to desertion and misbehavior before the enemy. The judge is likely to take his willingness to plea into consideration, but he also has a lot of leeway in sentencing because as part of his plea, the prosecution offered no deal when it came to his sentencing.
Fox's Jonathan Seri. Before delivering a sentence, the judge will have to resolve a last-minute defense argument that new comments by the president have tainted the case. The president, meanwhile, pressing Congress to finish tax reforms before ending the year.
I think we have the votes. I think that Rand Paul actually is going to vote for the tax cuts.
That from an exclusive with the Fox Business Network. Fox News, we report, you decide.
What if hiring could be easier? Less time-consuming, with more qualified candidates and faster results? What if hiring could be smarter? Thanks to ZipRecruiter, it can be. With one click, post your job to over 100 of the web's leading job boards, so you don't spend time wondering where the right candidates are searching. Then ZipRecruiter uses its smart matching technology to scan millions of active resumes and notify the most qualified candidates to apply for your job. And the ZipRecruiter dashboard makes it easy to review, rate, and contact candidates, all in one place. No wonder 80% of employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site in just one day. ZipRecruiter makes it simple for growing businesses of all sizes to hire the right people, no matter the industry. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
We're so confident ZipRecruiter will get you the results you need. We'll let you try it free. That's right, free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Council.
Hi, my name is Erica Olstein. I'm a doctor of acupuncture and oriental medicine. Do you have a gout-ridden toe or bowels that move too slow, creaky knees, or how about an asthmatic wheeze? Then acupuncture is sure to please. Come visit me, your primary care physician, Erica Olstein, at A Better You Healthcare. Call me at 352-615-5566. That's 352-615-5566.
It's that time again. FAFO's Ocala Arts Festival, one of the most beloved events of the community, is coming the 28th and 29th from 10 till 5 in downtown Ocala. 180 artists from around the country, free admission, free children's art projects, free live entertainment on 2 different stages, and free parking, plus a food truck rally at Citizen Circle and food vendors throughout the event. Come one, come all. Ocala's Arts Festival voted 32nd out of 200 of the best festivals in the USA.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new truck.
Yep, we can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too.
Well, as a matter of fact, join me, Matt Gibbs from Sunrise Automotive, every Tuesday at 10 for auto repair with personal care right here on The Source.
Bicycles are great fun. You see nature up close. You get no impact to exercise. The possibilities are endless. You could start your bicycling adventure at Brick City Bicycles. Young or old, experienced or a new rider, visit Brick